Day 1. I woke up this morning to the news of a pandemic in China. The media are going into full panic mode as they declare this COVID 2.0. It's all anyone was talking about at work. I learned my lesson the first time around. My basement is packed with tinned food, toilet paper, medicine, guns, and ammo. While I'm not a believer in any doomsday prepper scenarios, I do believe in the stupidity of the masses to make a mountain out of a molehill. Day 2. People at work are already demanding to work from home. Management had a crisis meeting to discuss whether they should make masks and hand washing mandatory. The government hasn't come out with any official statements. Rumors of what's going on in China are getting out of hand. A politician who tweeted some story from InfoSiege got suspended, and the InfoSiege website has been taken down. The Twitter CEO said it was due to spreading fake news about the pandemic. A guy at work said it's a new strain of rabies and that it could kill half the population of China. I figure he's full of shit. Anything that's serious would have provoked a response from the government. My guess is it's just another flu. Day 3. Talk to my next-door neighbor Gary. Gary is 43, I think. He's balding, wears glasses, and has a slight beer belly. He's one of those right-wing conspiracy nuts who's into all the alternative news blogs. He also claims the virus is some mutated strain of rabies and that the infected are attacking people in the street. It amazes me what some folk will believe. I decided to buy some extra supplies. I had to drive to 3 different stores to find one that didn't have a queue of people stretching around the block. The sign outside declared that I had to wear a mask and wash my hands before entering. It made me wonder whether any of these precautions were effective against rabies. That's if this even is a rabies pandemic. I'd seen a YouTube video years ago of a man with rabies. It showed the various stages of the virus. It's pretty much a death sentence with a 99.9% death rate. This is the problem with fake news. You end up speculating and stressing out about nothing. Day 4. Work has officially implemented a mask and hand washing policy. A third of the staff are now working from home. If we feel we are at risk, we can request management review our need to be in the office. While having to wear a mask all day is a pain in the ass, I am enjoying the peace and quiet. Started a new audiobook, I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. Never liked the Will Smith movie, to be honest. There's news of rioting in New York due to food shortages. It's only been a few days and the idiots are already causing problems. Gary showed me a clip from InfoSiege. Jack Jones was ranting about the Z virus being a bioweapon the Chinese were developing. He claims it leaked from the lab after a technician was killed trying to sell the virus on the black market. Apparently, it's a super strain of rabies and Ebola. I really hope this guy is full of shit. I wonder why an intelligent guy like Gary listens to idiots like Jack Jones. He became famous after being interviewed on CNN. In the interview, he claimed that Elvis, Kurt Cobain, and Princess Diana had all been assassinated by the CIA because they had found out about the existence of alien lizards that walked the earth as humans. On his daily live streams, he tends to tone down the hysterical conspiracy theories, keeping to more traditional right-wing political rants about communism and the Constitution. Day 5. The President addressed the nation last night. He's signing an executive order that will stop all flights into the U.S. from China. He warned that there was the likelihood of a nationwide quarantine. He finished his speech by warning against fake news online that was seeking to exploit people's fears. He didn't say anything about what the virus was. Had a few beers with Gary next door. He showed me another video he found on InfoSiege. It showed a group of people attacking someone in a car. They were smashing at the windows until they eventually pulled the man out the window. The group were biting and grabbing at him. It looked like he'd been torn apart. It was hard to make it out clearly as the video had been shot on a smartphone from a distance, not to mention the heavy compression made movement appear pixelated. Not sure of what to make of it. All mainstream media sites are online, but all they have published is a government document on how to protect yourself and your family during a pandemic. Gary had loads of videos of riots from all over the world. One showed Nelson's column in London being toppled, while another showed the Reichstag building in flames. Someone could be seen holding a banner reading Das Ende der Tage. Once I got back home, I tried accessing other sites, but everything seemed to be blocked. I tried to download the Tor browser to get onto the dark web, but no luck. I'm starting to think this might be more than just the flu. Day 6. I got fired today. Well, that is to say, everyone got fired. Management gathered those of us who were still showing up to work in the meeting room to explain that due to the ongoing pandemic, it would be impossible for the company to keep trading. They had taken the difficult step of deciding to cease operations with the hope of perhaps in a year or two reopening when the situation allowed. The look of fear on everyone's face really freaked me out. On the bright side, I guess I can sleep in tomorrow.